Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is like the third time I've just started this video. My plan was to make some creamy pots while I talked, but I've just realised that I don't think I can accomplish those two things at the same time. First thing is I did miss the last 2 days. I was busy all day yesterday doing some stuff with my girl guiding unit. And then on Friday, I was just busy doing like fun life work stuff. So I haven't had time the last 2 days really to make anything other than a short. And I feel like I did a few shorts recently. I'm not sure how slick or how well edited this video is going to be in particular, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I don't think I can talk and make creamies at the same time. Trying to think of more than one thing at once is just not going to work for me right now. One of the things, so I made a list at the start of the month of like videos that I could make, and one of the things I wanted to touch on was where I'm at with my kind of weight and body image and all that kind of stuff. I don't want to spend too long talking about it because I'm not sure how interesting it is to people, but I did think that there's probably quite a lot of people that can relate to having lost a decent chunk of weight and then put some more, all of the weight back on. I am currently sat at the highest weight I've ever been. I'm sat at about 103 kilos, which is weird because, yeah, like I said, it's the highest weight I've ever sat at, but it's not necessarily the worst I've ever felt about myself. I think there's an assumption that, you know, the more you weigh, the less good you feel about yourself. But that hasn't been the case for me. The vast majority of the time throughout my adult life, particularly I think since the age of about 25, I found that I can feel at least neutral, if not good about myself, 99% of the time, regardless of what weight I'm sat at. And I don't think I feel less confident or, you know, less happy with myself having put weight on. What I will say though, and it's one of the reasons I'm starting to think about maybe trying to, let's just say, go on a diet. I feel like we don't use those words anymore, but you know, trying to lose a bit of body fat is, I have noticed things like my belly, and it's always my belly for me, that's where I carry the vast majority of my weight, but my belly getting in the way of things like doing burpees and that kind of stuff. But even silly things, and I'm kind of embarrassed to admit this, but let's just do it. Putting my shoes on and tying my laces up, like my belly massively gets in the way of that. And I guess I don't feel like it's that big, but it is actively getting in the way of me doing stuff and kind of living my life. So I have tried a few times this year to do some calorie deficits and lose weight and track, and I've just really struggled this year to stick to anything. I don't know what it is in particular, but I found that the things that kind of clicked for me before, you know, 2-3 years ago when I started this channel, the things that clicked for me then aren't really clicking for me as well now. But things happen, life changes, and I'm not like mega bothered by it, and maybe that's the problem, is I'm not quite as committed to it as I have been in the past. The other thing as well is that because I have put on at least some muscle, I don't know how much, but at least some muscle in the last couple of years, 100 kilos on me now does not look the same as 100 kilos on me did before. So even though my lowest weight, I think, was like 79 kilos or something like that, it was at just under 80. I don't know what that would look like on me. So it's quite hard to know where my goals and my targets are as well, but I feel like that shouldn't get in the way of me actually starting. So yeah, I'm a bit of a like, not really sure what I'm doing with it at the moment, which is kind of weird in some ways, although I have had quite a big break from, paying that much attention to what I eat. I do still track once in a while, but mainly just to see if I'm eating enough protein, and I normally know whether I have or not. So yeah, pretty unsatisfying conclusion to the video, I think, because I haven't really got a defined plan, but I love New Year's resolutions. I know a lot of people hate them, but I think there absolutely is a time and a place for them. So I think I'm going to continue to have a think about it over the rest of December, and then maybe in the new year come up with a plan and some goals, because I do think I need the structure of a plan and the structure of some goals and some things to work towards and things to celebrate along the way to kind of get me motivated to start and get me going. So yeah, that's about it. If you've made it 5 minutes and 50 seconds into the video, thank you very much for sticking with me. And yeah, at some point this month I will give you a slightly better, like, well edited video, but hey, we're going for done rather than perfect. Have a nice rest of your week. Bye.